Hello everyone, my name is Tino, and this is video 3 on a series about Organico. Organico is a startup with the goal to make fully automated robotic vertical farms to help farmers scale their production labor-free. On this episode, I'll be taking you through a complete seeding to growing to harvesting cycle in the prototype Concept Zero unit. I'll take you through some of the challenges that I'm facing with the prototype, how I can fix them, and as well as an overview of how each individual part of the system works. To begin, let's talk a little bit about what the Concept Zero prototype is and what it tries to achieve. So first of all, the Concept Zero prototype is a single-level aeroponics farm unit. And it, most importantly, uses a reusable substrate, and in this case, it's cloth. Substrate, and the word for substrate is grow medium. In the case for hydroponics, this is usually something like rock wool, or there are a variety of them. But the reusable substrate part is really important for achieving the full automated cycle. And that's because if you don't have the full automated cycle, after every harvest, you're going to need to add another step of complexity, which is to add another grow medium, to add another rock wool, to add another whatever that non-reusable grow medium is. So you really need a versatile, reusable grow medium, almost like soil, but that doesn't require as much maintenance as soil. So the other part is, of course, the automation mechanisms. And there's one for seeding, and there's one, of course, for harvesting. So let's get started. I'll take you on a tour of the farm. Alright, to begin, from the left, the water comes from the mains. Now, mains pressure is pretty good, about 90 psi from the meters, as you can see. And that's pretty good for aeroponics. Taking the pressurized water just like this from the mains means there's less complexity in the system overall, since you don't need a water pump. That water now goes through two-stage RO filtration. The step is not really necessary, but I want to try it with this system. Next, that water goes through a pipe and onto a dosatron. A dosatron is an on-demand hydraulic chemical mixer, and what that means is that it takes in pressurized water and uses some of that pressure to drive a piston that pumps the desired chemical up, mixing it with the water. I have mine set at a 3% setting, and it is sucking nutrients from the bucket that I prepared earlier. That mixture now goes into the accumulator tank, but before that, it's important that there is a degree of separation in either side with the dosatron. So that's why you see this solenoid valve here. The accumulator tank is an absolute requirement in any aeroponic system, and that's because it makes sure that the pressure you're delivering to the nozzles are predictable and available at any moment to the plants with a lot of control. But here, before going into the nozzles, I added a ppm meter. And this is just to help me monitor the nutrients inside the tank better, so I know what I'm working with. And after all that, there is one last solenoid, and that's the one that's connected to the nozzles. And here's a look into the root chamber, and here I'm using 3 Hypro AFT series hollow cone nozzles, and these have pretty decent coverage, and this tank here, as you can see, is made of stainless steel. Alright, on to the startup sequence then. It all starts with letting water into the system, and right now that means opening this manual orange valve here. Then you'll start hearing these clicking noises, and that's the dosatron receiving that water and dosing it with nutrients every click. To fill up this 2-gallon accumulator, it takes only a few seconds, and after this, the farmer is ready for seeds. Okay, so let's start with that first step of the seeding, growing, harvesting cycle. This is a seeding mechanism I built to drop seeds from above into the grow medium. This happens pretty fast, so get ready. And there it happened. You can see here in slow motion those seeds dropping. And in the end, this is the resulting seed spread. It's not perfect, but what matters is that it's a consistent pattern every time. With some minor tweaks to the design and program, I can change the patterns to be more uniform. So I'll be doing that in the future. That concludes the tour and seeding of the Concept Zero test unit. But I'll see you in the next part where I'll take you through the growing and the harvesting. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye.